Hello everyone, welcome to VTeach. In this class, we are going to discuss about the circumscribe and inscribe method. Whatever the name he is mentioning in the question paper, then we have to draw that particular diagram in the drawing sheet. Okay, let's see the inscribing a method. Inscribe a regular pentagon in a circle of a diameter 80 mm. Okay, in the question he has given circle diameter. What does the inscribing means? Inscribing means there will be a one circle and we are inscribing the pentagon in a circle. Okay, there will be a circle. In that circle we are inscribing. Okay, that means we are keeping the pentagon in a circle. Okay, whatever the diagram he is asking, we have to draw the diagram in that circle. In the question he is asking pentagon. Then in a circle we are keeping a pentagon. What does the circle of the diameter he is giving? Okay, first we have to see the diameter of the circle, then we have to keep the pentagon in a circle. Okay, let's draw in the drawing sheet by using the diameter. Okay, in the question he has given diameter as a 80 mm. Okay, if a diameter is 80 mm, then we have to take a radius 40. Okay, we all know that if the diameter is given 80 mm, we have to take radius 40. Okay, by using this compass, I am taking 40 mm as a radius. Okay, 40 mm as a radius. Draw a circle with a radius 40 mm. This is the center point O. Okay, we have drawn a circle with a radius 40 mm. Then draw a straight line. Draw a straight line by using a drafter. Okay, we are giving a name here A and B. Then here in the question what he has given is construct a regular pentagon. Okay, how many sides the pentagon consists of, we have to know. Pentagon consists of 5 sides. Okay, then we have to divide this AB line into 5 equal parts. Okay, if he has given hexagon, then we have to divide that AB line into 6 equal parts. Okay, in the previous classes we have learned the basic diagrams that are divide a line into equal parts, line bisector, angular bisector. Okay, that are the basic diagrams in the previous class we have learned. Then in this diagram we are going to apply a divide a line into equal parts method. For this divide a line into equal parts method, we need to draw an acute angle. Acute angle is nothing but below the 90 degrees, it is an acute angle. We can take your wish, we can take any angle. Okay, roughly I have drawn some angle. Okay, you can take your wish. I am taking roughly one angle. In this line I am dividing a line this into 5 equal parts. Why? Because he has given pentagon. That's why in this line I am dividing 5 equal parts. Okay, roughly I am taking certain length, that should be 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 1 or 2, whatever it may be, that is your wish. I am taking roughly some length. Okay, and I am drawing here 5 arcs. Okay, I am extending this line, in this line 5 parts. Okay, here I have drawn 5 parts. Why? Because in the question he has given pentagon, that's why I have drawn only 5 arcs. The length should be your wish. Okay, you can take 1, 0.5, 0.6, but you have to take equally. If you take 0.6, you have to take another 0.6 and draw another arc, and another 0.6, another, but you should not change the measurement. Okay, you should draw the measurement with the same radius. With the same radius only you have to draw the arcs. Here I am giving a name here 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash and 5 dash. Now by using drafter, okay, by using drafter I am completing the line dividing concept. Okay, from point 5. Okay, this is the end point for us. 5 is the end point for us and B is the end point in the line. Join the end point and the end line. Okay, by using drafter. By using drafter, join the endpoints, that is 5 and B. Okay, and lock the drafter. Okay, in the drafter we all know that it consists of a L-shaped scale. Then by joining 5 and B, lock the drafter, then move the scale slightly, okay, to the point 4, slightly to the point 4, and draw a line up to A line. Then again slightly move to point 3, then draw a line. Okay, then again move this line on to 2 from 1. Okay, this is the dividing a line equal to equal parts concept. Here divide a line equal parts procedure also completed. Then what we have to do? See, take a compass AB as a radius, take a compass AB as a radius, draw an arc. Okay, draw an arc. By taking AB as a radius, draw an arc. Okay, with the same radius from B, draw another arc. Okay, here these two arcs are bisecting at the top. This is I am giving point C. Okay, at the top they are meeting at the top. Okay, from A I have drawn one arc, and from B I have drawn another arc. They are meeting at a top, that is a point C. Then what we have to do is from C, okay, this is the point we have naming as C. From C, by touching point 2, see, this is the point 2. If you see, this is the point 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, from C, draw a line. By touching point 2, draw a line from C touching 2, point 2 and up to circle. Okay, you have to draw up to circle. Okay, we have to draw a line by touching point 2. Okay, this is the very important. From C you have to draw a line by touching point 2 and up to the circle. Okay, up to circle we have to draw a line. Join A and B, join A and B, join A and B. Okay, this is the one side of a pentagon. Okay, we will get a one side of a pentagon. Then take a compass and take that how much the length we got. By taking this length from A, draw one arc on a circle. Okay, from here draw another arc. Okay, see, from here or from here draw another arc here. Okay, then we will get a points. This is the one point. Okay, by taking this length, draw an arc from A on a circle. Okay, and take same radius from here, draw another arc. See, from same here draw another arc, or you can draw from here also. Okay, you will get the same measurement. Then join all these lines. Then join all these lines. Here we got a pentagon. If you want to draw a hexagon, then here you want to divide this line dividing a equal parts into 6 equal parts. Okay, are you understand? If you want to draw a hexagon, you want to divide this line into 6 equal parts. In this diagram I am drawing only a pentagon. Okay, I am drawing only pentagon. That's why I am dividing this line into 5 equal parts. Why? Because pentagon consists of 5 sides. If I want to draw a hexagon, I will draw a 6 equal parts. Okay, then remaining procedure is same what we have done for the pentagon. Again draw an arc from B and draw another arc from A. Then it will go and meet at a one point at the top, that is we can name it as C. Then same procedure for hexagon also. We want to draw a line by touching 2. Okay, by touching 2 from C we want to draw a line up to circle. We want to draw a line. For hexagon, it may be like this. Then we will get a point here. Join A and that point. Take that much of radius, okay, take that much of length and draw a arcs on a circle. Then we will get a hexagon. Okay, whatever the polygon you are inscribing in a circle, first we have to do is we have to keep in a mind that what the diagram we are going to be drawn. If a pentagon, 5 sides, hexagon, 6 sides. Okay, we have to keep that in a mind, and we have to divide that line into that many parts. Okay, we have to divide line into that many parts. If it is a pentagon 5, hexagon 6. After dividing a line into 5 or 6, okay, draw arc from A and draw arc from B. We will get a point at the top. Then we have to join the line by touching point 2. By touching point 2, whether it may be for hexagon also, we have to follow the same procedure. We have to follow the same procedure for hexagon also. By touching 2, we have to extend the line up to a circle. Okay, for hexagon also we have to follow the same procedure. From C, we have to draw a line by passing 2 and extend a line up to touching a circle here. Then join A and that point. Take that much of radius or that much of length and draw a circle, draw a arcs on a circle. Draw a arcs on a circle and divide and join a line and join that lines with a HB pencil. Then you will get a pentagon. Then we will get a pentagon. Okay, procedure is same for the pentagon and a hexagon, but the difference between pentagon and hexagon is here dividing a line. Okay, here dividing a line, that should be the difference between the pentagon and the hexagon. For hexagon we are dividing a line into 6, and for a pentagon we are dividing line into 5. That is the only different, and the remaining procedure is the same for the hexagon and the pentagon, or whatever the diagram you are going, the procedure is the same for the all the diagrams. Okay,